everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So I am going to work on a scrap collage like this one. I really love how this turned out. The idea came about because I had a whole bunch of coffee dyed papers that didn't turn out so well. Some of them had all these rips on the back, and I know I could definitely still use them and salvage them somehow. But the way I dry them on a board, they kind of get this stuck onto the board and lift up the pattern of the board and some of the wood grain, some dirt and debris because I dry them outside, rips and all different things. So I could definitely, in the past I've glued on something like piano paper or something thin so that side is all covered and I can still use that in a journal, but I thought I will just have fun making a collage for the first time working with a piece of paper. And then this, it turns out quite stiff, so I mean you could use it as a page, but it ended up being quite a bit more thick, I guess is the word, compared to this. So that would be too thick for me to use as a page in a journal, but I like the idea of cutting this up to turn into journal cards and perhaps some tags, or even cutting it into the size of a cover and sticking it on top of a book cover or any type of journal cover. And it could be a cover like that. But yeah, my idea is to make some journal cards, some vintage style journal cards. Usually I do this using a manila folder, so it has that nice weight to it. But yeah, I'm quite surprised actually, it's quite thick and sturdy. So all I'm going to do is lay this down for a backdrop so I don't get glue everywhere. I'm going to use a Bostik glue stick and some scraps. So let's have a hunt through here for some scraps. Vintage music paper is always a good one to use, and book pages. So I'm just going to pull out some of the music paper here, and maybe you want to pull out some scraps yourself so we can do this together. And because I am going for more of a vintage look, I'm pulling more of those types of papers out, but because I am going to stick on some tissue paper over the top, this is pattern paper, it gives it that nice brown texture, so it looks vintage anyway. So I'm not going to be too fussed about what types of papers I put down. All right, we've got a nice little selection here, and we'll just play around. It's kind of fun to have some actual images to go on top. You could just do a complete base of neutral scraps, but I like kind of these peeking out here. That was quite fun, and that could make a good cover then because you've already got something decorative on it, like a little image there. But yeah, you could do it neutral if you want, and then you can, you know, decorate the collage. I suppose it's like a masterboard. You could decorate the masterboard afterwards, or you could pre-decorate as you're gluing things on to your collage and adding your layers. You can think about how you want it to look, if you want any decorative elements while you're going. Alright, so I will just have fun sticking things on. And it's super laid back, easy project. And I'm going to kind of work my way around and balance, not that it really matters too much with this type of collage, but I'm going to try and balance the different pieces and rip some up as well. Oh, I like these with the I like having different text and things like that. Oops. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're making one yourself, or maybe not a scrap collage, but you're just doing maybe a vintage collage or something. Okay, I'm going to put that one there. And then I'm going to build this up. So we might see if I can find any stamp ones. So I might save those ones till last. And just want to, well, okay, I can actually just put that like here, can't I? And then I just want to maybe rip that off, because I'll trim around the edges at the end. Yeah, this is just a relaxing thing to do when I am not sure what to do, put on a podcast, and I will just have fun laying down scraps. Can get a bit messy and sticky, which is not my favorite thing. So I do have to be in the mood for this, to be in the mood for getting mess on my hands and that kind of thing. Now these ones are various book pages that I've ripped up previously. I love that font, that is so lovely. So let's have a look. Let's put this one here, I think. And then you can go here. And then this is a slightly different font, I think. You can just go here. And then I think we need something. I really want that watch on the top somewhere. Yeah, let's put this one here. Maybe want to just rip that off a bit. Oh, I do like having that word in blue for a bit of contrast. And maybe sticking that somewhere like there. Maybe even down here. I just change my mind. Somewhere like that. Because I feel like this corner here, gap, needs some music paper. So a great way to use up your scraps too, because you use quite a lot of them as you're filling up all the little spaces. I think I'm going to catch this bit here, like that. So then, what will I put there? Okay, I think I just need to cover this up a little bit. I need something thinner. Okay, I'll just do that. And then what am I going to do? All right, so we might put some of you. I like having different weights, not weights, different, what's it called? So I'm going horizontal, some directions, different directions, that's what I'm going for. Okay. Now, where is this one? I don't have much of this book left, so I definitely want to highlight that somewhere. Yeah, okay. And then something there. How about we put it like this? Okay, and then, so I could always just put in this stuff like this, because then I can always just cover it up later on. And sometimes that's how I do it. I don't think too much about it. I just layer things on because I can always put stuff over the top later if I want. And it's just about getting big pieces and putting them down. Okay, so let's just cover this gap here. And like that. Okay, this is kind of cool. Need some of this writing. Maybe, oh, I don't want to cover that up too much. Okay, maybe just here. And do I want it to actually go that way? I think I do. Yep, okay. And then I do need a thinner bit there. Alright, I think maybe this part here. Yes, perfect, I like that. Yep, alright, and then, see, I'm saving this for like a feature piece. Maybe here. Oh, there goes my glue stick. Something like that. And then I wanted to have some of these. All right, I might have to split these up. So if I go, all right, this is the tricky part now. I just catch all those layers. Now I will be like gluing this all later on top with some tissue paper, so not worried about getting glue everywhere. Alright, now I just feel like that could go somewhere. Well, it looks like a spider web. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. I do like the... Okay, no, I don't know. I need something happening here. I do... It's too much the same. Okay, hang on. I only need a little bit. That'll do. And then just a little bit there. think I want some music paper actually. Let's do some music paper. So if I put, okay, that's not going to be big enough. All right, hang on. Need a bigger bit. Okay. Yes, let's just put that there. So yeah, depending, if you know you're going to be making a cover out of it, you can be a bit more specific with what you're doing. And like have feature pieces here and there. But if you're just going to be doing journal cards where you're going to cut them up randomly, then it doesn't really matter what you put anywhere. Might save that for a different collage. So I think I thought this one out too much. I should have just done completely random, but I was getting caught up in putting feature pieces on. This one I literally just had so much fun because it was spontaneous and random, unthought out. Whereas this one I was like, oh, where do I put this? Where do I put that for feature pieces and things like that? So it's like, no, just go for it. Just do random. Sometimes that's best. Now, when I get to these bigger pieces, that's when I want to cover them up, so it actually looks like a collage. All right, so I think we might be okay. I just will have to trim everything off because that will show me how it's all looking and if I need to cover anything else, add a layer. Okay, now let's have a look at this. All right, that one's sticking out too much. I need to blend that in a bit. Although it wouldn't really matter because I am going to be covering all of this up with tissue paper, aren't I? So it will blend in anyway, but I just feel like it needs to blend in a little bit more. Same here. Just to suit my eye. Wow, this paper is so thin. My goodness. Yeah, okay, that's looking a bit better. And I feel like something just needs to go there. Where's some of my lighter paper? Yes, okay. Something like that. Just needs to catch. Okay. Getting there, getting there. All right. Oops, that paper is so fragile. All right, something need to go down here. Let's just put a bit of this. Alright, how are we looking now? Alright, I think this needs to catch something too. It's just looking a bit, just a bit standy-outy. So we just need a do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let's just catch that. Okay, first of all, I'll put that one there. Like that. And then I do... No, I think that's fine now. I think that's good. What I'll do, I'll gather up all my pieces, put those away, and then we'll stick on the tissue paper. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, so I want... Nope, that's not going to be big enough. What I want is as much of this kind of stuff on there. So I think that gets most of the writing. And the design like that. So that's how I'm going to lay it on. Let's go for it and stick on the tissue paper. And then we'll get the real effect of what it looks like. And then these will be great. I'll have 2 collage sheets ready to cut up to make some journal cards for some vintage journals, or maybe for some packs that I will make up. We will see. Always great to have some handmade ephemera on hand to put into pockets and tuck spots. A bit tricky finding out if there's glue everywhere, but it doesn't matter too much if there's the odd bubble here or there. It just adds to the texture. You always find out once you stick it on where those little bubbles are, if you got it all. Alright, here we go. Let's put it on. Oh, wrong way. Here we go. I like to leave a little bit of texture here and there. I'd like a bit more texture there, but too late. That's a nice bit of texture. All right. And this is when it gets transformed and turns into something that looks really lovely and vintage. Okay. There we go. There we go, there we go. Let's trim this off and see what we've got. And so again, the good thing about having coffee dyed paper as the base is that the back is already looking vintage and ready to write on. So the front is decorated and the back of the journal card is the writing space. Alright, let's look at this, see what we've got. I love how it's just transformed by the tissue paper. I love it. So good. Everything just blends in with each other. I love the extra lines over the top. The markings. Yeah, I love it. I love how this needle looks like it's threading through the top of that star. That's so cool. I love it. Alright, so that is how I make a scrap collage. And I like how you can even include some colour elements to it. They're just muted down with the tissue paper, so don't be afraid of using colour. So yeah, as you can see, I've got a lot of scraps, so I could make more of these and have a whole collection of pieces that will go together for a journal. Yeah, really happy with that. Okay, hope you had fun with this idea and might try it at home. Give it a go. Let me know if you do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. A big thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in November. I hope you absolutely loved all of the extras this month. And if you would like to support me in December and get access to extra videos and printables, behind the scenes updates, and first access to any of my creations, the link is down below in the description box. The links are also down there to all of my journaling courses. The Reflections journaling course is running all through December if you would like to document your year for 2022. And if you would like to support my book fundraiser, the link is there to my GoFundMe page as well.